Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Cole, welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the Manager Career. Because here we are in Silverstone, the British Grand Prix. You can definitely see there are more than two riders here this season. As we're in qualifying, one of course got two flying laps for MacDonald around this circuit, you know so well. Try and get through to Q2. And of course one shot qualifying. So let's see what we can do around this fast circuit. As we head into Cops. Take out in third gear. That was a bit cautious from MacDonald, but of course it's his first lap. Kind of a sighter lap on these bikes. Get down to third. Slightly wider Maggots. And up the hill to Beckett. Considering the circuit is slow fat in real life, it's amazing how he climbs so uphill between Maggots and Beckett. I'm surprised most haven't fixed that yet. The track modelling. We go down the hanger straight towards So. Take this in third. You can see look up the rear. Okay, no apex speed. Just like you're meant to do. Yep. As we go into Vale. And into Club. Very tight, complex of corners. All about the traction. Not spinning up that rear tyre like we tried to do in the last round in Austria. Not a good one for the Elusive team. No doubt the team had the pace, but fortunately riders had issues during the race. MacDonald has now got a bit of a mountain to climb in the title battle. Heading towards the final third of the season. A win here though will surely help, but again this is a circuit which can suit the Yamahas. Pretty good for Ducatis as well, because you can see lots of long straights. Pretty high speed circuit. There's some high speed corners. And now we go into the low speed section at the end of that, through the field. Just got to be so patient, wait to hit, nail the power. And then through Woodcote. Nowhere near flat on a MotoGP bikers. MacDonald sets a 56.6 for his first lap. Not too bad. Maybe dip into the 55s to be a bit safer. So that's a better run through Maggots and Beckett's. You can see hitting those apexes. And through Chapel, you can see much tighter for the bikes. In the cars. There's a couple of tenths down in that first sector though, so I'm not sliding the bike all over the place. Go into Stowe. Oh, much wider for MacDonald. Just hit that bump and the bike did not want to stop. So his first lap might be even better. Let's see what he can do for the rest of the time. He's a bit wide again through Vale. And through Club. Look at that, 6 tenths down now. Gonna have a scorcher of a second after that. Through the complex. Abbey, Farm, Village now. Take that in second. Now through the loop. That's a bit more flowing than the first time around. It shows time-wise. Gain back attempt. Now heading towards Brooklands. Get down the second gear. A bit of a late apex this corner. Don't be turning in early into that one. Same for Luffield. Just chuck the bike at it, go a bit wide and wait to nail that power. In through Woodcote. That's a much better run. But not faster. Still 3 tenths down on his previous lap. So for MacDonald, perhaps not the best lap there. But let's see where he's going to end up. Oh, he's through anyway. Didn't have to worry at all. Was Petrucci on the Pramac is also through to qualifying to just ahead of Espargo, Redding, Folger, Miller, Batista, Baz, Rins, Urbat, Barbera, Abraham, Espargo. Those you got usual suspects at the back. But Bradley Smith, unfortunately, starting in last for his home round. But let's see what MacDonald can do. Qualifying 2. So here is MacDonald back for one more go. Let's see if we can grab a home pole. Get these home fans ecstatic. I know what those and Smith did, and Redding. Let's see if Quattro does well as well. Got 5 Brits in the field. Didn't realise they had that many. 5th of the field is British. There we go, across the line. Let's go towards Cops. Oh, again, there's a bump in the middle of that corner, pushes you wide. Done it to MacDonald. Not the best start once again. You go through Maggots. Sliding that bike wide in the second part. In through Beckett's. Get down the second gear using all the curb on the inside. A bit too much perhaps. Go through Chapel onto the hangar straight. Got to have a smooth run because this is Slipstream City here. You can maybe make an outbreaker manoeuvre into Stowe. Or turns it much tighter this time. Gets it down to second as well. Beautiful corner there. That's more like it. Going to Veldon Club. That's much better, much tighter. Be careful on the power. Short shift up to 4th. Let's go past the Silverstone wing. Towards the complex of Abbey. Then the bike drift wide on the exit, compromising through Farm. And in a straight run. Sliding that rear end out. Full village. We'll try to smooth it through the loop. Maybe not getting on the power. In for Aintree. Onto the Wellington Straight. Looking decent for MacDonald. Could definitely match qualifying one time. That's much wider going into Brooklands. That's a better run through the corner. And through Luffer going very wide again. Cutting it back. Getting on the power. And through Woodcote, slight lift. Too big a lift. As he sets a 56.4. Well, he's consistent, MacDonald. You can't fault him about that. Another 56. As where does that put him on the grid, though? At the top. Couple tenths of a second faster. Marcus is a home pole for Blue still with Vinales in 3rd. Rossi leads the second row ahead of the Finn and David on the 3rd row. Crutcho, Pedrosa and Lorenzo. And on the 4th row, Zarco, Iannone and Petrucci. So superb qualifying for Elusive and MacDonald. But can they deliver in the race? And here we are looking at a magnificent grid with Blue Star Magnum on the first page. Dobby's not very happy about 6th there. Looking further back, Quattro put a brave face of things there in 7th. Looking further back, there's Espargo, Redding, Folger. You got your usual suspects in their usual positions, as you can see, with Bradley Smith on the special road for his home round.
Bikes and riders ready to go here at Silverstone, and in just a few seconds, another great British Grand Prix is about to get underway at this famous old airfield.
Got some fantastic sunshine as well for race day, some clouds in the air, but definitely no rain inside, so as we wait for the light stop here. And go out for this 5-lap race. Decent start from MacDonald. Can he hold off Marcus though into Cops? As here comes Vinales from 3rd, pushes MacDonald wide. That allows Marcus by. We got a 0.2 of a second penalty. MacDonald backing off into Maggots and Beckett's down to 7th. And we get a penalty of 0.2, even though Vinales pushed us wide. Good from the stewards. As all Pedrosa battling hard with MacDonald, but the Scot wins up into 6th. We're not getting the slipstream down this hangar straight towards Stowe as they approach 200 miles per hour. MacDonald sliding the bike too much. Into Stowe, he's down. Vinales past Marcus as a horror first lap. In his home round and almost taken out by Bradley Smith. So from last, the Finn leads as well ahead of Marcus. From last, here comes MacDonald. Almost into the back of Abraham and Smith though. So concentrate, MacDonald. You got 5 for that. You got plenty of time. Down the inside the KTMs. Looking down the inside of the Mark BDS as well. But Spargo fights back. Looking very early though. into Village and into the loop, down the inside of Rabat, onto the tail of those, who's running in the top 20 for once. Oh, MacDonald running slightly wide for entry, battling with Rins for 20th. Made that 19th, should I? There's all Marcus back past the Finn into the, he's been overtaken by Vinales as well, as here goes MacDonald down the inside. Got Rabat and Baptista as well. Battling, oh no, that's Miller and Baptista. As Marcus has a fast out in the opening lap, and MacDonald gets back into the points already at the end of the opening lap. No, the Finn did the fastest lap. 2 minutes 6. Vinales takes the lead from Marquez. Now what can MacDonald do? He's got past the slower runners, and the midfield will be a bit harder. So the Finn's fighting back past Marquez. MacDonald around the outside of Folger. Looking around the outside of Espargaro. Oh, almost losing it as well. Behind Redding. Battled the Brits. Give us our slipstream, Premac. He does beautiful. More braking a bit earlier into Stowe. A bit gentler as well. Needs to stay much better. Up into 12. As the Finn leads again ahead of Vinales. Yeah, you take the battle to that Maverick. We're having words after the race. So here comes MacDonald down the inside of Eno, and he pushes the Italian wide. That's for Austria. Up into 11th. Got Crutcho in front. Battling with the Tech 3. Really battling with the Tech 3. He gets past Zarco. Two uncompromising racers there. Trying to share the same space of tarmac. And so does MacDonald up into 9th. And now he's behind Petrucci. But what a ride through the field in just a lap and a half from MacDonald, from last to 9th. As Vinales takes the lead back from the Finn, MacDonald goes slightly wide, almost into the back of Petrucci. Now taking a very wide line as you've got Pedrosa holding up the Ducatis. MacDonald looking to sneak down the inside of the Ducatis. He does. Now he's got Pedrosa in front. And he sneaked down the inside the Spaniard through Woodcote. Onto the third lap he does. Just the fastest lap, 37.3 up into 6th. He can already see the top 5 in front. He almost did this in Moto2, didn't he, last season, from the back to the front. Almost won that race, did MacDonald. He's doing it again. He loves this circuit. They go already onto the back of Dovi. Some more Ducati slipstream for the hanger straight. Don't mind if I do. Well, he got a much better run through Chapel, unfortunately, so we're going to get minimal slipstream advantage here. It's around halfway through this race. Here's MacDonald into Stowe. The Finn takes the lead back from Vinales. Beautiful from the Finn. You can see them battling in front of the top 3. As Vinales battles back. There goes MacDonald charging down the inside of Dovi. Set that up in Vale to overtake him in Club. Beautiful. As now he's got a second to make on Rossi. Then you have the Finn, Vinales and Marcus at the front. Rossi just backing off here. The more experienced fellow, letting the young guns battle it out. But now here's MacDonald. Wanting to join in that battle. Down the inside of Rossi. As Abraham down from last. Disappointment for the Czech rider. Here comes Rossi with the slipstream. Oh, trying to hold it round the outside. Oh, Rossi being very aggressive, almost losing it. And there we can see the teammate battling with Vinales, with Marquez in third. And MacDonald making it a 4-way fight now, heading on to the penultimate lap. I think he's going to do a faster time than qualifying, is he? 56.2. As Vinales back past the Finn for the lead. Marcus holding it in third. I just think he's just saving it, is he? Marked to attacking the final lap, maybe. He's on his penultimate lap. I don't want to try to say to Marcus, you might have to attack sooner, mate, if you want to win this. As here goes MacDonald onto the back of the Honda. But he's got the slipstream off the fin. And you've got Vinales in the lead. MacDonald's going to slide it down the inside of Marquez. Down the inside of his teammate, is he? Oh, the teammates are going to war again. It's like saxering all over. Oh, the Finn takes it back. Marquez takes it back as well. MacDonald trying to cut back, but Marquez occupying that time. That time that MacDonald wanted, but he gets past the Spaniard and the Finn. He's got Vinales between him and a home win. Oh, dived it down the inside in Abbey. No room there. Marquez past the Finn for third. Oh, this is going to be a grandstand finish once again in the British Grand Prix. Once again, MacDonald's at the heart of it. He's trying to get the cut back out of the loop. And he does. For Aintree, he takes the lead from last in 3 laps. 3 from MacDonald. He's not just a wet weather master, he's a Silverstone master, he's showing it in this race. The Finn takes back third from Marquez. Could it be a double elusive podium? We'll find out in a lap's time as we're heading on to the final lap of the race. Just 5 laps. Tyre not an issue for a MotoGP bike. I'm very surprised at that, because it was an issue on the Moto2 bike, a bit on the Moto3. We've got 57.5, got 6 tenths of a second lead ahead of Vinales as Marquez gets past the Finn for third. But he's not going to give up, is he? You'll see some more battling behind for what is now second. As you would have thought this after crashing at Stowe. Now opening up, getting pushed wide by Vinales as well at Copse. Now we don't be in this position with just under a lap to go. Definitely sorted out his issues into Stowe though, braking a bit gentler, a bit earlier. As Rossi is down from 5th. Oh, what have you done, Valentino? Maybe trying to push it on this final lap, and the bike just got away from him. Do not expect those mistakes from the doctor. As we go, got half a lap to go. 1.3 second lead on Vinales. Marquez in third. Got the Finn in fourth. Made that third. He is past Marquez. Can he take second even from Vinales? Might be too far back after MacDonald interfered in this battle. The Spaniard. Look at that. They're battling like hell, passing every corner for third. So it almost loses the rear end for Aintree. Rear tyres around the 5th left. Just under half of the front tyre left. So tyres really are not in bad condition, but there's a bit of a short race being 5. That should be 6. Bit like Bruno, but MacDonald won't complain, as he can afford to wave to the crowd through the outfield. He once again almost loses the back and getting the power down as through Woodcote for the final time. MacDonald grabs a home victory just when he needs it as well after that disappointment in Austria. What a race from the back. And wins by 2.36 there with Vinales. It's a double elusive podium with the Finn in third by less than a tenth of a second ahead of Marquez. Fantastic battling between the pair with Dobby in 5th, Pedrosa 6th, Quattro 7th, Sarko 8th, Renzo 9th, Ian only 10th, Rossi in 11th after that 4 in the final lap, Redding in 12th, Folger 13th, Bautista 14th, and Baz grabs the final point by 6 tenths of a second ahead of Jack Miller with Cal Abraham in last. So in the championship, Vinales still leads by a pretty handsome sum, 32 points now over MacDonald, as he now has a gap of 18 points to Marquez, who jumps up to third ahead of Rossi by 5 points, with Dobby rounding out the top 5. Looking further down, you've got Sarko up to 11th, ahead of Scott Redding by a couple of points, with Sam Lowe's now in the wooden spoon spot. Has in the constructors standard Yamaha lead Honda by 104 points. No doubt they're going to claim another constructors crown, with Ducati 26 points back of Honda. Then you've got Suzuki in 4th, double the points of Aprilia, with KTM not going to score. As in the team rankings, you can see Elusive gained back slightly on the factory team, now 76 points back, and they've got a bit of a gap to Repsol Honda of 36 points. and they're 30 points ahead of Ducati, and it's a long way back to Pramac in 5th, Tech 3 in 6th, LCR 7th, Suzuki 8th, Aprilia 9th, Aspar 10th, Avinti 11th, Mark VDS 12th, and KTM right at the back. So very happy MacDonald and the clones are going ecstatic. Home crowd no doubt happy, as I'm sure MacDonald's not going to be seen for another week. Looking at the weekend recap, you wouldn't have guessed how tough a race that was for MacDonald. Yeah, he started on pole and finished in first. Looked simple, but that crash at started up poor first lap. We had the battle from the back, and what a battle it was as well for the Finn. Race Song at the front, starting 5th, finishing 3rd. Both achieved the race objective. While in Moto2, Andrea's getting closer to a point. Started 34th, finished in 17th for Alejandro. Started 21st, finished in 24th. He is very solid now, the Argentine rider, in the 20s. He's inching closer. Same for Omar, just missing out on the race objective. Started 25th, but finished in 27th, up to 28th in the championship. While for the Swede, another victory. Started on pole, finished in 1st, smashed the race objective, up to 4th in the championship. As he improves his braking and corner, Omar improves his front management and body position. Alejandro improves his cornering and body position. Andrea improves his throttle management and cornering. MacDonald's got everything up to 100 with throttle management, cornering and body position now joining braking on that figure. And the Finn also improves his throttle management, cornering and body position. So that's a decent all credits and reputation. It's the end of the episode. We've got an activity day, and we can go to the coach, do some muscle building for riders to improve their throttle control ability by 20% for the next race. Sponsor event, get 9,000 credits, autograph session, get 525 reputation, or you can go to the gym to do the muscle building, earn 100 XP. Instead, I think I'll go with the coach once again. So we also had the transfer window, but we're not really going to be changing bikes this late in the season. You could buy some bikes in the off season, maybe just buy them all so we have some choice in the future, but thankfully Glitchgate seems to have been a thing of the past, and so we're heading to the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simic heading next time out, where MacDonald's won in the past. Can he do it again to really close up on Vinales in the title battle? Can our Moto2 riders, can Andrea get some points in quote unquote his home race? And in Moto3, can the Swede win once again? Find out next time. So for watching. I'll see you then.